Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, January 24th, and looking at the morning news, flags are all in the red. Do you look at the morning news each day before you start trading? Probably do, right? What do you look for? Are you looking for clues as to which direction the market is headed? You won't find it on the news, but you will find some interesting and entertaining articles. And an interesting and entertaining article, actually two, that I spotted today was right down here: greedflation, entirely possible food brands are profiting from price hikes, says Tesco chairman. Tesco is a supermarket chain headquartered in Great Britain. And further down, there's a similar article, a companion article. Egg prices rose 60% in 2022. One farm group claims it's a collusive scheme by suppliers. Gee, do you think there are less chickens, or do you think there are more people, or more people are eating eggs? I don't think so. I think there's a lot of veracity, a lot of truth in this article. And talking about prices being fixed, that takes us to the S&P E-mini futures market. And here it is. Here's the S&P E-mini futures market. And here is my trading zone for today, Tuesday, January 24th. And this is where I surmise prices are going to trade based on what? Based on price averages that I use according to the Taylor trading technique. Now, I'm going to show you this today. I'm showing you this today, and I put this on my chart. Support is down at 39.96. Resistance is up at 40.61, and the market started to come in right over here at about early morning pre-market. Started to come in right at the previous close at 40.35. And look what happened pre-market. Dip down, setting up for a nice gap trade. So prices are opening gap down at 40.17. Gap is up at 40.36, 40.35. So that leaves us with a 34.35 point possible gap trade. Now, of course, we had this little play, a little game down here in the morning. Let me get back here. You see this long-tailed hammer over here? Well, that's where people who jumped in very early, because everyone knows about the gap trade, right? You know about the gap trade. Everyone jumped in very early, took this head fake, but the gap is likely to close. I basically look at the stochastics also, and this is a 733 stochastic, showing the market is overbought. And prices are likely to close this gap, because why did they drop? Why did they drop down here? The only reason they dropped is to be able to have a gap trade this morning. So if you want to trade the gap, I would wait a little bit, but the gap will most likely trade today. And that's a projection that I'm making. You heard it right here. I'm Marv Eisen of Timeless Dollar Trading Academy. And where will the market trade today? Well, what you do when you look at the news is to get that information, to find out where the market will trade, but you're never going to find it in the news. The best place to find it is to learn how to calculate the Taylor numbers and calculate it every day. I do this religiously, and I also make these numbers available to subscribers at timelessdollar.com. And other than that, I have no idea where the market is going to trade, and neither does anyone else. Although, as I said, there's a very good chance the gap will close today, because you see this drop over here, this decline, 35 points. There's no reason for it. There's nothing in the news. There's nothing in the morning economic reports. There's no reason for it. But we've got to wait for the morning shakeout, the morning head fake. I like to wait till the stochastics are oversold or toward the oversold area. But let's look at the big picture. You have to look at the big picture if you're going to learn how to trade the market, because not every day is a good trading day. And here's my big picture right over here. Here's was yesterday, January 23rd, and this was my line of resistance that is held for over a year, since January 2022. This line of resistance has not been broken. Let me show you what I mean. Okay? Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to compress this chart. Okay, here we are, January 2022. Okay, right here. And all throughout 2022, prices did not breach this line of resistance. So we are right over here. As you can see yesterday, I'll make it a little larger. As you can see, prices went up, actually breached it, but then settled down right at the resistance point. So where will prices trade today? Will they breach a resistance line that's been in effect for 13 months? It could, but the key is, will it break and hold above this line? Because the question is not whether we'll break the line. The question for the bulls is whether or not this break, if it does break, will hold and close above this line for several consecutive days. So we'll have to see what happens there. But right now, the market is setting up for a gap trade. As I said, it's a good play. Good play. Gap trade is a good play this morning if you want to play it. I think there's more possibility of it closing than not. The resistance that I see again for the market is 40.61. It's going to be a tough climb to get back here. This was yesterday. Let me show you what happened yesterday. Okay, here's yesterday. The market started up at the previous day's close. My calculated trading zone was way down here, so prices basically traded way out of character for the day. It was a Monday, and why did they do that? I have no idea. And neither does anyone else. Remember, you're trying to make money by guessing where the market is going to trade. And just like those egg prices, the market is fixed. And so if you're going to trade, you're going to have to learn how to trade intelligently and look at the big picture, look at the micro picture, the numbers. This is the micro picture. These Taylor numbers are averages of averages, okay? There are 12 calculations that go into it. And do I say that they are 100%? Nothing is 100% when you're learning how to trade or when you're trying to trade. You're looking for indicators, you're looking for price. The morning vacillation goes up and down. We don't know which way the market is actually going to trend today, but we have to see. And if you're going to trade the market, you're going to have to learn how to read the head fakes, the big picture, and the little picture. And I can help you do that at timelessdollar.com. Head over to my site. I offer a number of different resources, one of which is absolutely free. It's a mini course on teaching how to spot and avoid the traps, and pitfalls that the smart money, the big players, use to entice you to make trades that are in the wrong direction and take your money. Anyway, this is Marv Eisen for Timeless Dollar Trading Academy. Tuesday, January 24th. Thanks so much for watching. Trade safely, use lots of patience, and I'll see you in my next video.